Hello everybody, I'm Andrew from Seoul Law Group, and we're a law firm with English-speaking lawyers based in Seoul. Today we're back with a new video, and this time we'll be talking about drugs in Korea. South Korea is a drug-free country with high sentences for any kind of drug abuse. Under the South Korean law, Koreans and foreigners are prohibited from using any kind of drugs in the country. And Koreans are even prohibited from using drugs abroad, including in countries where cannabis or other drug use is legalized. In this video, I'm going to cover everything you need to know regarding drug abuse in South Korea, including laws, criminal sentences, getting a defense lawyer, and much more. Let's get started. History of drugs in Korea. South Korea has quite a long history with recreational drugs. It dates back to the Joseon Dynasty when hemp was used to make traditional Korean hanboks. During the Japanese occupation, South Korea became a hub for opium production. Morphine addiction was on the rise until Japan enforced a huge amount of policies to battle opium addiction and to fight the increasing crime rate and the decline in labor forces due to addiction. Once more, in the 1960s, the country saw a steep incline in the use of drugs for recreational smoking. This was highly influenced by the presence of the US Army. In 1976, President Park Chung-hee introduced the Cannabis Control Act to criminalize the use of drugs. Cannabis Control Act was changed into Narcotics Control Act in 2000. Until this day, this has been a rather successful law as there are very few drug-related crimes and addicts recorded in South Korea compared to other countries. Drug law in Korea. Article 2, Narcotics Control Act defines drugs into three categories. 1. Narcotic drugs. 2. Psychotropic substances, and 3. Cannabis. On our website, you can find a more detailed explanation about these definitions. You'll find a link in the description below. Drug use abroad. It is not only prohibited to use drugs in South Korea, but also abroad. Under the Korean law, Koreans are also prohibited from using any kind of drugs abroad, including in countries where the use of drugs is legalized or tolerated. For example, South Koreans that smoke marijuana abroad, like in Canada or the Netherlands, can receive a sentence up to 5 years once they return to South Korea. Korean citizens are often reminded of this prohibition by the South Korean government. Drug testing in Korea. When applying for a work visa to come to South Korea, there is a possibility you'll be requested to submit drug test results, depending on which visa you're applying for. For example, E2 visa holders need to undergo a drug test within 3 months of arriving in South Korea. If you test positive for the test, it is possible that your work contract will be terminated and you have to leave the country. Drug testing is usually done by testing hair or urine of the suspect. Recently, police also started examining suspects' fingernails, leg hair, eyebrows, or even pubic hair because users or dealers try to hide their crime by shaving or dyeing their hair. Sentence for drug abuse in South Korea. When it comes to drugs, there is a huge stigma surrounding the topic. Drug use of any kind is highly prohibited and comes with a huge sentence when users or dealers are caught. The use of, for example, marijuana can result in a sentence of up to 5 years in prison or a fine of up to 50 million Korean won. On our website, you can see a more detailed breakdown of the sentences for different drug-related crimes. Remember that it's 1 crime per each act. For instance, if you smoke marijuana 3 times in 1 day, that's 3 crimes. How many times you did it is an important factor in drug-related crime because it can be the basis for determining whether you're addicted or not. On our website, you can find results of real drug case outcomes. criminal defense lawyer. When being charged with a drug-related crime, it is essential to hire an expert in the field. Otherwise, receiving a prison sentence is a high possibility. At Seoul Law Group, we have specialized criminal defense attorneys certified by Korean Bar Association. We are highly experienced when it comes to criminal cases, including drug crimes. The lawyers at Seoul Law Group are ready to help with any drug charges and achieve the most preferable outcome, not only for the case itself, but also for your visa status. Legal medical marijuana in South Korea. The use of marijuana for medical purposes has been legalized in 2020. This makes Korea the first country in Asia to legalize THC and CBD-based medications. Even though laws regarding the use of drugs for medical reasons are still very strict, this is a huge step for the medical field in Korea and for patients suffering from epilepsy and other rare diseases. Before patients can receive a subscription for medical drugs, they need to pass a strict screening, submit a physician's document, and prove that there are no alternative treatments available for their specific case. Currently approved brands include Sativex, Epidiolex, Marinol, and Sesamet, which can be used for the following diseases: epilepsy, symptoms of HIV/AIDS, and cancer-related treatments, Dravet syndrome, Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, and multiple sclerosis. Well, I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any questions or concerns about drugs in Korea, let us know in the comment section below, and you can find us more on soullawgroup.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on that notification button for more Korean law videos, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.